How easy is it to change out a skylight? Well, as you can see, this one is broken, and I'm going to show you exactly how easy it can be. So the first thing that you're going to need to do when addressing the skylight is figure out if it was a standard size or a custom size when it was originally made. The easiest way to do that is to just take a tape measure, and you're going to want to measure both from the outside corner here to the outside corner here. This happens to be a 25-inch square, which is pretty easy, very standard, so we got lucky with that. Now keep in mind, when you go to get a replacement lens, which your Home Depot and your Lowe's should have in stock, the easy thing to remember on this is that it's going to be slightly smaller than your outside measurement. So in this case, what we were able to find off the shelf at Home Depot is this existing one. You may think, well, why is it blue? Well, it's actually got some protective coating over the top. So this will peel right off. As soon as I get this old one off, I'll be able to get that peeled off. But it's so super simple to get this done. What you're looking at is a total of 8 screws, 2 on each side that will need to come off, and this whole thing comes off. Now you will need to make sure that if there's any rubber gasket that's intact. You may have to improvise with getting a new sort of barrier between there, which will help moisture prevent from intruding in there. So we're going to take that off. We should be able to use the old existing barrier, rubber barrier and seal that's inside of there, and we should be in luck. So I'm going to go ahead and take off these screws and show you exactly what we're looking at. Okay, so you can see I've got the metal frame off. Now the tricky part on this was that there was a little bit of this elastomeric white roof coating that had come up on the bottom, and that kind of made it a little bit sticky and difficult to come off. But as you can see, we do have a little bit of this rubber gasket here that was set in, and it has deteriorated quite a bit. So I've got 2 choices on that. I can go back to the store and see if they've got a replacement gasket. I might be able to get away with using this existing one, knowing that there is some little gapping here. The last option that I have is I can use some either mastic or some emulsion, some roofing emulsion that will give this a really nice seal. So fortunately, from a roof repair yesterday, I have some in my car. A bead of caulking with that emulsion should be enough that gets it in here. I do have to make sure the heat rating on that is okay, because this will tend to get pretty hot. But it is a pretty simple task. As you can see, all I'm doing is just removing the rest of this broken plexiglass here, and the new one will be able to fit on nicely. So my last step, of course, right after I get all this off, cleaned up, and the seam ready for the new lens, is I will need to take off this blue material. Now, you may think, well, why don't we just call a roofer to get this done for us? And the big reason is that a roofer on the low side is probably going to charge minimum $200 to get this done. And as you can see, with 8 screws and a trip to Home Depot, I can pretty much do this. This only costs $60 for this lens. Don't make the mistake of buying the brand new housing, because typically with that housing, you're going to have to go and actually rip all this roof apart. The housing is actually just fine on this. It's really just the lens that was broken. So since they sell the lens by itself, that's great. It worked out really perfectly. So after I get this on, all it's a matter of doing is screwing those 4 set screws back in, making sure it's secure on there. As a redundancy, I do have the ability, if I wanted, to put another layer of caulking around this inside joint here. And that'll just give it a little bit extra weather protection, with water potentially dripping under that between the lens and the frame. Sometimes you have to do that anyways, just because that rubber seam will wear out. So as a redundancy, that's a safe bet. You can do that. I just have to make sure I get the right type of caulking so that it's weather rated. Out here in this Arizona heat and sun, it will have a tendency to die pretty quickly. So the right type of caulking is always a good thing to research on. But this is a great way that I was able to save at least $150, more like $350. I've had bids from roofing companies. Like I said, they get crazy with these expensive quotes, and I've had clients call me up and say, hey, I got a bid for $700 to replace my skylight. Does that sound right? Absolutely not. definitely take the time to do a little bit of research, and hopefully if you're feeling safe enough to get up on the roof and replace it yourself, this is a super easy job.